And so we're here in the bottom of the first inning with the Pirates and the Phillies. It's a 1-0 Pirates game after the top of the first. We apologize that we couldn't get it going, but I think we might have something here. That one's going to get through to second base. He's called safe at second as he beats to the ball in time. So nonetheless, we'll have the bases loaded here with Lennox now at the plate with the bases loaded. An opportunity for the Pirates really to do some damage if they can get a hold of this ball. And we'll await pitch number 1. That one delivered. Chops that one right to the first baseman in the glove successfully. Can he cradle it though? He tried to beat the runner. He's called out at first. So they do get the out, but the Pirates take the lead, I believe. It's a 2-1 game after they score that last run, going the Pirates' way. So a huge start from them. And we'll move on in the order. Brings up Arthur to the plate here with runners at first and third and second, pardon me. That one's going to be a swing and a miss off of that first pitch. This one delivered, swung on and missed again from the Pirates. And so due to some technical difficulties, we are finally live here on the channel. Gonna get contact on that one. Chop it right up to the third baseman, get out of his glove. Trying to scoop it up in time, but it will be too late by the time he does. A base hit for Arthur gets the Pirates a 3-1 lead after that one. So slowly but surely adding to their tally here. It's 3-1 the difference now. As this will bring up Anakin to the plate now. Swing and a miss on pitch number 1. Won't find contact. He'll await pitch number 2. Finds contact on that one. Chops it slowly but surely to the second baseman. Throw to first. Is there in time. A beautiful throw from in front of me. That will be the outfielder on the mound pretty much. And so that will be an out. And I believe another run will score. Makes it 4-1 now for the Pirates. Just adding up the runs here. Slowly but surely. So a 4-1 game going the Pirates' way. Here early on. We'll wait this pitch. He's going to get contact on that one. But foul a little bit off. He'll miss on that one again. This is Derek in the bottom of the order for the Pirates. This one comes in and gets good contact. Gonna pop it up. Can the fielder at the mound get to it? He can't get under it. And that will put runners in the corners for the Pirates as they're able to find some sort of contact there. A slow chopper, but nonetheless it works. So runners at first and third now. As we go back to the top of the order with Noah at the plate here. So Noah will await pitch number 1 with runners at first and third.
Good job, Derek.
So we'll await pitch number 1. This one delivered. Swung on and missed from Noah. We'll take strike number 1. So I believe through 3 pitches, Noah still no contact. So he'll look to find something though. Through 4. And so we'll await it. This pitch delivered. Swing and a miss by Noah. I think he's got one more. He's got to make contact on this ball with runners at first and third. He does foul it off, so he'll earn himself another one here and extend his at bat. He'll miss that one though, and that will be a strikeout. And we're in the bottom of the first inning, I believe, as the Pirates get 4 to open up their bats here in the bottom of the first. A very successful inning as they take a very commanding lead. We'll head to the top of the second inning in just moments time. Through a bit of technical difficulties through the first little bit, but I hope so. It's just hard to find connection here at this field, but I hope we found something here as we're going to keep it going and cross our fingers that nothing happens to the stream nonetheless. So it will be the Phillies here in the top of the second inning to try and get their runs back going. As I believe they only scored 1 in the top of the second, so we'll see what they are able to do in just moments time. And so, the Phillies will take back to the bats here in the top of the second inning. First pitch will be a swing and a miss. So that'll be pitch number 1. We'll move to pitch number 2. This one delivered. We'll find contact, but just outside the third base line. And so that will be her second pitch. We'll go to pitch number 3. Finds contact on that one in fair territory. Hit right to first base and past the first baseman's glove. It will be a base hit for the Phillies. They'll get a runner on first and give them something to work with here in the top of the second inning. A beautiful play from them. And so we'll keep this game continued now with a runner at first looking to advance them into a scoring position. And so this will be number 4 at the plate here for the Phillies. Pitch number 1 delivered, swung on and missed. We'll move to pitch number 2 after that one. Pitch number 2, can't get contact. We'll go to pitch number 3. It will just be in fair territory. Slow chopper right to the mound. The pickup. And it'll be a safe and a base hit for the Phillies. The advanced runners to second have one in a scoring position, and we'll have another runner at first. So runners at first and second now for the Phillies as they try to, well, they're down by, I believe, 3. It might even be 2. I might have my scoreboard wrong, but we'll see who's up to bat now for the Phillies. That will be number 5 with runners at first and second. This one delivered. Finds contact. Going to pull that one right up to the left field. It's going to get through everybody in the infield and be a base hit for the Phillies to load the bases up and give themselves an opportunity to do some damage if they can find contact. Bases loaded for the Phillies here in the top of the second inning. So we'll await pitch number 1. Delivered. Finds contact. Will be pulled right up to the third baseman through his legs. Has an opportunity to find it out if he can touch the base. He beats the runner in time, but the Phillies will add a run to their tally as they do get a run to score. It'll be an RBI for that runner now at first. It's 4-2 as they cut the lead in half. So a good start for the Phillies. That's going to be a good hit right in, but to the second baseman. He'll touch the bag and get the out off the forced play. We'll put runners in the corners now with 2 outs for the Phillies here in the top of the second inning. So bases loaded with 1 and third. So we're going to miss on pitch number 1, but facing 2 outs. The Phillies have to be careful here and have an opportunity to end the inning. That's going to be a slow chopper right to the third baseman. He's going to scoop it in his glove and throw to home. And he'll be safe and sound as he crosses home plate. The Phillies make it 4-3 now as they convert on another run. I believe it's a one-run game here in this one. Still with runners at first and 1 in the scoring position at second. Can't find heavy contact on that one. It'll be fouled back for off strike number 1. Or pitch number 1, pardon me. He's going to pop that one up right to the second baseman. Drops in just in time before it gets to his glove. Runner's going to round third and go home. The throw home is not there in time. He is safe at home plate, and they make it a 4-4 game. Tied up at 4 apiece. As the Phillies have done a phenomenal job here so far. And so just like that, we're all tied up with runners at first and second. That one's going to be fired right out into the left field. Pardon me, the right field. Finds a gap between right fielder and center fielder. One run's going to go home from second. The runner all the way from first is going to be waved home around third. Can we see an inside the park home run? Is he going to be waved home? He is. He's going home, and it will be an inside the park home run for the Phillies. They clear the bases and add 3 runs to the tally. It's 7-4 off the beautiful hit there. It was a powerful one. Finds the gap in between right and center field. And the Phillies have a commanding lead after that massive hit. And so a huge play from the Phillies, I believe, gets the 5-run mercy rule. And so, pardon me, that will be, nonetheless, it will be a 7-4 game heading into, well, the bottom of the second inning as the Phillies add to their tally heavy. And we'll see if what the Pirates can do here. They found 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning as they take back to the bats here. And we'll see what they can do. So we had a bit of technical difficulties. We missed the first inning, but nonetheless we are here, and hopefully we're going to continue to stay here for the rest of the game, as it is hard to find connection out here, but nonetheless, I believe it's a 7-4 game. The rookie ball is so fast-paced, and so I might have missed a run. I'm going to confirm it just in a moment. In just a moment's time, so leading things off for the Pirates. We'll get a number just in a moment's time. It'll be number 10. It'll be Carter in the leadoff spot for the Pirates, and we'll see what he can do here as he'll get his second at-bat already in this game underway. And so we'll get the bottom of the second underway here. The Phillies have got back the lead, and that's going to be a hard hit ball right out into center field and jumps over top of the center fielder. So Carter's going to round first and go to second. And will he be rounded over to third? He is. He's going to third. Will he stay? He'll be safe and sound with a triple for Carter to lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning. A beautiful hit. Gets him all the way to third base. And so we move on in the order. That brings up Philip Hellsworth up to the plate. I want to give a quick shout out to Grandpa Ian and Grandma Linda, who are supporters here, maybe watching the stream, I was told. And a base hit there for Philip gets him to first and scores a run for the Pirates. So an RBI for Philip, an RBI single, gets the Pirates tally to 5. 2 runs the difference now. And we'll move on in the order to Isaac, who will have an at-bat here in this inning with a runner over at first. And so we'll await this pitch. This one delivered. Gonna find contact, will be right to the infielder at the mound. Throw to first is there in time to find the out. And they get the out, but they do advance the runner to a scoring position over at second, but nonetheless, runner will be called out at first base, and we'll move on in the order to Lennox, who will take to the plate now for an at-bat here in the bottom of the second inning. We'll see what he can do as, well, the Pirates have already converted on one. He'll take a swing on that one. It'll be chopped right to the mound. The throw to first. Can he get it off in time? He cradles it. He's safe at first base. As Lennox able to beat the runner, beat the throw over to first. Safe and sound at the bag. And so nonetheless, this will bring up Arthur Cook now to the plate. We'll see what Arthur can do. As he'll take a couple of warm-up swings before we get off and underway. Pitch number 1, swing and a miss from Arthur. He goes down 0-1, pardon me. Pitch number 2, not used to this 5-pitch ball, but I love to see it. It's so fast-paced. We'll look for pitch number 3 against Arthur. He won't be fine contact. Pitch number 4, we'll await it. Won't find contact. I believe he'll have one more pitch. He's got to be careful here. Could find the strikeout. And that will, I believe, do it. 5 pitches. Couldn't find contact for Arthur, but I'm sure he'll have a at-bat here soon, or sooner than later. We'll bring up Anakin to the plate now with runners at third and first, both in the corners, as they're looking to convert on a couple of those and try to tie up this game as they're down by 2 right now. All the way, pitch number 1. Anakin finds contact. Chopped right out to the second baseman. Can't cradle it. It's in between his legs. One run's going to score, and it'll be a base hit for RBI single for Anakin as he finds himself over at first base. So a run scored. There's now a 1-run game between the two. And we'll move on in the order. We at the bottom of it with Derek. We'll see what Derek can do here with runners at second and first. And so we'll await pitch number 1. This one can't find contact. We'll await pitch number 2. Finds contact on that one. It'll be a slow roller right to third base. Can't get it handled, and it'll be a base hit for Derek. We'll keep the bases loaded here for the Pirates and an opportunity for them to do some damage and take back the lead they once had. It'll be Noah up at the plate here. We'll see what Noah can do. So he'll look to get things started off successfully for himself. Can't make contact on pitch number 1. We'll wait pitch number 2. Doesn't decide to swing. Pitch number 3. He's going to get contact on that one right to second base. And that will be a base hit for Noah. An RBI single as another run scores for the Pirates. They tie it up all up at 7-7 apiece. As that will be 5 runs to score for the Pirates, and I believe if my score prediction is right, it is tied up at 7-7. So a very fast-paced, high-scoring game so far through 2 innings. We'll head to the top of the third as both the teams reach, well, their run max here. And so we'll head to the top of the third inning. And it'll be the Phillies back at the bats to try to, well, take back a lead here as they are all tied up after 2 innings. So nonetheless, we'll get this top of this third inning underway here with the Phillies at the bats trying to take back the lead as I believe we're all tied up. Here in this semifinals matchup, winner will book their ticket for 10 o'clock tomorrow in the finals. So much stakes on the line here. We're just waiting for pitch number 1 from Coach before we get off and underway. And so, I think we'll focus back up and get the top of the third inning finally underway. Pitch number 1 can't find contact. We'll away pitch number 2 now. This one lobbed in there. Gonna hammer that one right to left field. And in the glove of the left fielder, it'll be a base hit nonetheless for the Phillies as they take over to first. And a good start as they get a runner on base now. We'll see if they can work him around. So nonetheless, we'll move on in the order. So try to advance the runner to a scoring position now for the Phillies. That one going to be hooked right to the third baseman. He cradles it, picks it up, throws it to second, and it just gets free from the second baseman. Runners are now going to advance to a base now because that one gets all the way free to center field. The throw to second base, not enough power on it. And so, just like that, it will be a double for the Phillies. They'll have both runners in scoring positions now at third and second base, and an opportunity for them to take back the lead they once had with a new batter at the plate here. We'll see if they can make it happen. This pitch lobbed in here. Can't make contact. This one again. Ooh, just gets a little bit of a tip on it. We'll wait for pitch number 3. Can't get contact on that one either. So 3 pitches in, hasn't been able to get any sort of contact. We'll wait pitch number 4. This one will be hammered right to the mound through the glove of the infielder at the mound. One run's going to score, another one's going to round third and go home. The center fielder going to fire at the home plate, and it'll be 2 runners safe for the Phillies. It'll be a 9-7 game going the Phillies' way. That one's going to be chopped. Right, will it stay fair? It will be a fair ball just up the first base line. Runners are going to go advance a base and stay where they are.
I'm not getting your towel. You have to wait until we go to the car.
And so nonetheless, that will be a base hit for the Phillies as they've already scored 2 runs this inning alone. Now runners at second and first. This one delivered. Finds contact right into left field. It gets over top of the infielders. So runners, will they be rounded home? They are. Runners going to round third and go home. And so a run's going to score as the Phillies make it double digits here. They're the first team to reach 10. It's 10-7 now, the difference. Tyler's going to find contact, but just spin it back into foul territory. So pitch number 1 won't connect. We'll await pitch number 2. This one's going to be lobbed in here, and it will just also won't find heavy contact on that one. So we'll resume back on the play here. That one's going to be fouled back as well. So he's 3 pitches in, hasn't been able to find anything fair. Now that one will be fair ball, right up to the shortstop. He'll try to come in, try to get that ball in his hands. It will get free a little bit, and we'll keep bases loaded here for the Phillies. And another opportunity to do even more damage. We'll see if they can find contact here. This brings number 6 with the bases loaded here for the Phillies. An opportunity for them to extend their lead as it's already by 3 right now. Heavy contact right out into center field. Gets past the second baseman. 1 run's going to score. Another one's going to come around. Pardon me. 1 run is going to... the bases will remain loaded off the base hit. An RBI single for the runner now at first. It's the Phillies make it 11 here in the top of the 3rd inning as they are just adding up the runs. Good contact, but just fouls it back as that ball just spinned off the top of the bat. This pitch is in here. Going to chop that one up the 3rd base line. In the glove. Throw to home plate. And he's out at the home plate. So the Phillies get a huge out at home. As runners will keep the bases loaded, but no run will come home. So that will be a huge out. So we'll await this pitch. This one lobbed in here. Contact will be just fouled back. Kentata hit that one right into the shortstop glove. Throw it to second. It's not in the glove in time. It just gets out. So a run will score for the Phillies as they make it 12. And I believe that will be the 5 run. Mercy rule, and it will be. So that will end it for the top of the 3rd inning as the Phillies score 5 runs to make it 12-7 the difference now as they take a commanding lead. But it's such a high-scoring game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pirates take to the bats here and make something happen. We'll see what they can do as we'll have the bottom of the 3rd inning underway in just a few moments' time. Here between the Phillies and the Pirates, we've been live on the Kingston Baseball Association channel all day long. We've had tons of the minor. I've been doing minor baseball all game long. It's been their House League Championship weekend, and now, well, to end it off with the semifinals matchup here in rookie ball. So it should be a doozy. 12-7 the difference after 2.5 innings. That one's going to be hit right out into between center and left field. A huge hit there from Carter. He's going to make it 2. He's going to round second and go to 3rd now. And will he come around? We'll see if he gets the wave home. And he is going to come home. The throw to the plate. Can they get him in time? He's safe at home plate. The inside the park home run for Carter. Gets it done all by himself. The Pirates make it 8 off the huge hit from Carter right in between center and left field. And so it's 12-8 now, going the Phillies' way. That one's going to be hit right in left field. Will it be a fair ball? And it will be foul as it just hooks outside the 3rd base line. So we'll have to go back at the plate now. That ball going to be hammered right to the second baseman, and it's in the glove for the catch. A beautiful catch out at second base as he's able to scoop that one and keep it in the glove for the out. Beautiful catch. It was a perfect hit, too, from Phillip, but couldn't get down in time. And so that will be an out. And we'll move on in the order to Isaac. That one going to be hit up in the air, right out in between the shortstop to find the out. And so back-to-back pop fly catches from the Phillies. And we'll move on in the order. So back-to-back 2 quick outs. And we'll move up to the plate next will be Lennox. So we'll see what Lennox can do here, facing 2 outs. And No runners on any bases for the Pirates. Well, the wait pitch number 1. This one fired in there. Can't find contact. We'll go to pitch number 2. This one delivered. He's going to chop that one slowly past the infielder at the mound. Throw from the shortstop to first. Off the money. And so runner's going to go to second now as he's going to be able to extend it. And he'll get the second base safe and sound for the Pirates. So, pardon me, the Pirates are only at 7 runs. I had an official scorekeeper tell me what they had. It's 12-7 now, the difference. That one's going to be chopped right in between first and second base. Scooped up and thrown to first. Is there in time for the out. The final one at that. A beautiful inning from the Phillies, as only 1 run will score for the Pirates. And they get out of it with still 5 runs the difference, which will head to the top of the 4th inning now. As this game is just ramping up. We've had runs after runs after runs. The Phillies already at 12, trying to book their ticket for tomorrow. Here in this semi-finals matchup. So 12-7 after 3 innings of work. It will be the Phillies back at the bats here after they had a perfect defensive outing out in the field. So we'll see if the Pirates can follow it up with another perfect defensive outing of their own. So we'll get things underway here, or we'll see if the Phillies can add up the runs. And so we'll get the top of the 4th inning underway here in a 12-7 game. So we'll await pitch number 1. This one pitch finds contact right in between second and third base, finds the gap, and it'll be a base hit to lead things off for the Phillies, as they'll have a runner over at first now. A huge hit there. And we'll move on in the order now. Brings up number 4 to the plate now with a runner at first. Will await the pitch. This one delivered. Finds contact again right in between second and third base. Scooped up by the shortstop, but can't get it anywhere in time. It'll be a base hit. Another one advances runner into a scoring position over at second, and they'll have another runner over at first. And so the Phillies doing a phenomenal job at the plate here as they're trying to rally up the runs. We'll await this next pitch. This one lobbed in here. Low. Can make contact. This one lobbed in here. Another one can't find contact. We'll go to pitch number 3 here. Just does find contact, but spins it back for a foul ball. We'll go to pitch number 4, as he couldn't make contact on any of or couldn't make any fair contact on any of the first 3. Pitch number 4, no good. We'll wait for pitch number 5. An opportunity. He needs to find contact on this one, and he does. He'll stay in it, and we'll await pitch number 6 here, as he made contact on pitch number 5. This one lobbed in here. I believe he would. He did make a little bit of contact on that one, so he'll stay in it. And we'll look for pitch number 7. This one in here. That one will do it, though, I believe. After pitch number 5, that will be a strikeout there for the Phillies to keep runners at second and first here. Nonetheless, so pitch number 1, no good. We'll wait for pitch number 2. Finds contact. Will it stay fair? It's going to be pulled up the third base line. They'll touch the bag to get the force out at third base, and we'll keep runners at first and second here for the Phillies. And so an out over at third. That'll be the first out of the inning. Or pardon me, that'll be the second out of the inning. Pardon me, as they just had that strikeout just moments ago. So an opportunity for the Pirates to end it. If they can find one more. Pitch number 1. That one will find contact right in between to the second baseman. The scoop, and they'll try to go touch second base, and it'll be there in time. 3 quick outs for the Pirates. Don't let any run score. A perfect outing for them. Exactly what they needed. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th now. Still at a 12-7 game. going the Phillies' way, and an opportunity as the Pirates take back to the bats to do some damage as we get to the later stages of this game. And so we missed the first 6 minutes of this game due to some technical difficulties, but we're back and off undergoing. I'm so excited that we can stream some of the rookie ball for you. It's exciting stuff, I'm telling you. This 3-strike type of stuff that normal baseball is not it. This stuff where you get 5 pitches and you get as many swings as pretty much you want is incredible, especially from your own team. So high scoring, so we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 12-7 the difference with the Phillies with the lead. And so Anakin now at the plate for the Pirates. We'll see what he can do here with no runners on any bases. He'll look to get things started off successfully here for the Pirates in the bottom of the 4th. He's going to find contact there. Will be fair. Scoop from the infielder at the mound. Throw to first. Is there in time, and it's held out for out number 1. A huge one for the Phillies out in the field as they get the throw from the mound to first in time, and we move on to the order. This brings up Derek in the bottom of the order. We'll see what Derek can do here. As he'll look to get on base. And so we'll await pitch number 1. This one fired in here. Can't find contact. That'll be pitch number 1. We'll go to pitch number 2 now. Can't find contact on that one either. We'll move to pitch number 3. This one delivered. Does get contact. Rated out to the right field. The throw to first. Is there in time? Back-to-back plays at first base to get back-to-back outs for the Phillies. With 2 down, 1 to go. The Phillies are feeling themselves out in the field, doing a phenomenal job. And we'll move on back to the top of the order with Noah. Here with 2 outs, the Phillies an opportunity to end the inning and take us to a top of the 5th. And so we'll await pitch number 1. This one delivered. Doesn't find fair contact. We'll go to pitch number 2. Can make contact as well. Pitch 3. Didn't like it. Well, I believe we'll stay at pitch 3 and that one touched the plate.
That was a great hit, Derek.
And he will chop that one slowly. Scoop by the infielder at the mound. Throw to first. Safe at first as Noah beats out the throw. And we'll move on in the order to Carter. As Noah will now find himself at first base as a look to advance him into a scoring position. We'll see what Carter can do here. And so we'll await pitch number 1 with Carter. He's going to hammer that one right down to right field, trying to get underneath of it, out of the glove. Couldn't find it. And so it'll be a base hit for the Pirates as they'll have runners at second and first now. As they're starting to get their hitting going. Doing a good job so far, so we move on in the order now. Next up, we'll have Philip at the plate. We'll see what Philip can do. With runners at first and second. Couldn't make contact. Does. Fires that one right up the third base line, out of the glove. Gets out to the left fielder, so it'll be a base hit for the Pirates. Bases loaded after going 2 outs to start the inning. They get the bases loaded here and have an opportunity with Isaac, the cleanup hitter, at the plate now to do some damage. We'll see what Isaac can do here, as he would love to find some heavy contact for the Pirates. We'll await the pitch. Gets contact. Fires that one right to the second baseman. Scooped up in the glove. Get the force play at second base for the third and final out to end the bottom of the 4th inning. A huge one from the Phillies to keep the Pirates scoreless. We'll head to the top of the 5th, I believe the final inning potentially for both these teams. The Phillies with a 5-run lead here heading into the top of the 5th. They're going to look to add it as they take back to the bats. But in the top of the 4th, we saw a scoreless inning from the Pirates as they did a phenomenal job out in the field. We'll see if they can do that once more or if the Phillies can break through and add up the runs. And so we'll get this top of the 5th inning underway here. And we'll see what the Phillies can do here in the top of the 5th inning. We'll wait. Throw pitch number 1. As one guy over at first will just need his sunglasses. A little sunny out here. As that first base is definitely wide in the sun, so he'll put the sunglasses on and we'll get back underway here in the top of the 5th inning. The Phillies up by 5 and trying to make it more as they're back at the bats. We'll await pitch number 1. Here it is. Can't find contact. We'll move to pitch number 2. That one will be fired up just off the 3rd base line for foul ball. So here we're zoomed back at the plate for pitch number 3. This one lobbed in there. Finds contact right down to second base. Can't scoop it in the glove. It will be a base hit for the Phillies as they get off the first in time. A good start there. As they'll have a runner at first now for something to work with. And so we'll see what the next batter can do here. It gets contact and Estrella chopped that one right in between the gap between 3rd and second base. The runner's going to advance all the way to 3rd. We'll see if he's going to round 3rd. He's going to go all the way out to left field. He will. Runner going to go home now. And an RBI triple. Mind you, he's going to go home for the inside the park home run. And he's safe. 2 runs scored and an inside the park home run for the Phillies. They make it 14-7. Here in the top of the 5th inning as they had 2 runs to their tally with a beautiful hit there. And so he'll foul that one off. That one going to get contact over top and outside of the glove as it just can't cradle it, the second baseman. It'll be a base hit for the Phillies as they'll head to first. And they'll get another runner on base to work with here as the Phillies try to extend their lead even more. So a runner on first now. And we'll await this next pitch. This one lobbed in there. Can't find contact. We'll go to pitch number 2. Can't find contact again. We'll go to pitch number 3. That one fouled off. Does find contact on that one, so we'll look to find the next one in fair territory nonetheless. After 3 pitches, we'll move to pitch number 4. This one lobbed in there. He's going to fire that one right in between 2nd and 3rd. Runners are going to advance. It'll be a base hit for the Phillies. This runner now going to go to 3rd. And we'll have runners in the corners as number 8, who got the second, was able to extend it into 2 bases. Runners in the corners now for the Phillies. We're adding up the runs. And a new batter at the plate here. Pitch number 1. Can't find contact. Gonna pull that one again right to the 3rd baseman in the glove. Play to home. Not there in time. As they couldn't save the run. And a run will score for the Phillies. They make it 3 runs in the inning and make it 15 on the game. 15-7. The difference between the Phillies and the Pirates. Good contact. Oh, just missed by the infielder at the mound. Throw to second. Not there in time, but he's off the bag. Out at second base. As I believe she just stepped off the bag and overran it just a little bit. And so we'll have an out at second base, and nonetheless, runners will be in the corners at first and third. That one can't find contact. Can't find contact again. That one will be slowly chopped to the mound. The scoop, can they get it? Throw off to first. Just not enough power on it. It's a base hit for the Phillies as they score another run and make it 16-7. As they're slowly but surely adding up those runs. One more run to come home would mean the mercy rule. We'll see if the Phillies can find it with runners at first and second here. Pitch number 1 cannot find contact. We'll move to pitch number 2. Off the end of the bat, slow chopper to the mound. The scoop and the throw to first. He's out at first as he just got back to the bag in time to get the tag. So a huge out there for the Pirates as they're able to find one. And so a huge out. That one's going to be hit right up second base. Get through all the way up to center field. One run's going to score and make it 17. I believe that will be potentially the 5-run mercy rule as it's 17-7 now. 10 runs separating the two between the Phillies and the Pirates. And so that will do it. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning, back with the Pirates at the plate here as they'll try to get their bats going once more. 10 runs separating the two between 4.5 innings between these two teams. And so we'll see the Pirates take back to the plate, and they need 10 runs here as there's 10 runs the difference between the two teams. We'll see if they can make it happen or if And so, leading things off will be number 7. That's Lennox. At the plate here, we'll have a huge discussion from ump and both the team's coaches here, trying to figure things out. And so, Lennox will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we'll see what he can do here. As we'll await pitch number 1. And you hear the dugout getting loud for Lennox here as he tries to get on base. And so we'll get off and underway. Can't find contact on pitch number 1. Pitch number 2, neither. Move to pitch number 3. I believe that will be a ball on that last pitch, so. Can't find contact on that one either. Reaching his max. I believe he's going to have one more potentially as he's up against the limit now. Or not, will do it, pardon me. Out number 1. As Lennox unable to find contact through 5 pitches, and we'll move on to the next batter. This will be Arthur Cook to the plate now. We'll see what Arthur can do. As we'll await pitch number 1. Couldn't find contact. We'll go to pitch number 2. Couldn't find contact as well as he's trying to step into those. Couldn't find contact on pitch number 3. He's got 1 pitch left. He's got to be careful here. This one delivered. Finds contact. Right to the mound. Play to first. Not there in time. A base hit for Arthur. Gets him the first base as he was up against it with 5 pitches. Able to make it work though, as he will get to first base. So the Pirates now with a runner at first and gives them something to work with. We'll move on in the order to Anakin. Anakin will step up to the plate and we'll get this underway here. Back underway here. The top bottom of the 5th with a runner at first. Can make contact with pitch number 1. Only pitch number 2. Hits that one up and fouls it back. And so we'll move to pitch number 3 now. Pitch number 3 finds contact, but just fouls it off the the first base line. So we'll move to pitch number 4 now. So he hasn't been able to find any contact here. Pardon me, last pitch is the call. Gets contact, will it stay fair? In the glove of the first baseman to find out number 2 off the puff fly. Huge catch there at first. And we'll move on to the final out for the Pirates. Up to bat will be number 2, Derek. Pardon me, that will do it. Out number 3 it looks to be for the Phillies, and I think they're going to try to play one more inning. And so we'll head to a top of the 6th inning here. I believe they're going to want to play one more. Potentially, we'll see if they come out in 2. So they're discussing how they're going to go about this, if they're going to play one more or if they're not. I believe we are going to continue this game, and the Phillies will go back up to bats here in the top of the 6th inning for one final inning. 17-7 the difference between the 2 teams, so we'll see what the Phillies can do here as they take back to the bats. Like and subscribe. I love it. I love it. Like and subscribe. You heard the man at the plate. Like and subscribe in the KBA channel. All your KBA action, all right here, live for you guys. So we're busy today. Tomorrow we're gonna have the minor House League Championships, semifinals and finals live here on the KBA channel. So you won't want to miss that. But nonetheless, the Phillies will take to the bats here and try to make something happen. Try to add to their lead. They're already up by 10 runs, so a substantial lead, but trying to make it more. And so we'll get the top of the 6th inning underway here between the Phillies and the Pirates. 10 runs separating the two, and we will play an extra inning. That one going to be hooked right in between third and second base. Gets free all the way to left field, and he's going to extend it all the way to second. We'll see if he tries to go to third. That's that ball. He'll be held there. No, he's going to make the dart over to third, makes it himself, and he'll be safe in time as his third base coach was calling him off. But you know what? He goes for it. He's safe at third, a triple to lead things off here for the Phillies in the top of the 6th inning. We'll move on in the order. And so we'll await pitch number 1. This one delivered. Gets contact, but we'll just foul it back, and we'll go to pitch number 2. Gets contact on that one as well, but it will just spin back into foul territory. That one will stay fair. It's riding up the first base line, and it will just roll out to also be a foul ball. So we'll move to pitch number 4 here, as the batter has found a couple swings with contact, but just hasn't been able to find anything in fair territory. So he'll go back to the plate for pitch number 4. A runner at third, a base hit away from adding to the tally of the Phillies. We'll await this pitch. Finds contact, hits it right up the center field and over top of the center fielder. He'll pick himself up on RBIs. A run will get home, and he's going to try to extend the second, go to third as well. The center fielder finally picks up the ball, is going to bring it back in. He'll be rounded around to home plate. The inside the park home run as he'll jog along down to the home plate. 2-run score for the Phillies as they extend their lead. Huge hit there, all the way out into center field. Inside the park home run, and the third one we've seen so far. We move on in the order for the Phillies. 3 runs have already scored. That's going to be a fair ball. It's a slow chopper right to the infielder at the mound, and he'll run it out to first base. He's safe and sound at first. And so we'll have a runner at first now for the Phillies to work with. Try to advance him into scoring position. That ball's going to be just sliced backwards into foul territory. Pitch number 2. Get contact on that one. Just outside the glove of the third baseman. Couldn't get it. It'll be a base hit for the Phillies. They'll have runners at first and second now after that last hit. So we'll have runners at second and first now for the Phillies, as they've already found 3 runs already. That one's going to be hit just to the infielder at the mound. The scoop, can he get a handle of it? He'll throw it off to first, but the first baseman will be off the base, and it'll be a single for the Phillies. They'll load the bases up and have an opportunity to add even more to their tallies. They try to make it 20. They're 1 run away from doing so. This brings number 4, Bryce, to the plate here. We'll see what Bryce can do. Pitch number 1 lobbed in there. Can't find contact. We'll move to pitch number 2.
Tell them 5 more minutes.
That one going to be chopped right to the third baseman, and he'll fall down. A run will score. Fair of the Phillies. They make it 20 off an RBI single for Bryce. So it's 20-7 the difference. 13 runs. This one will be lobbed in here. It'll be off the handle and fouled back. Can make contact on pitch number 2. We'll go to pitch number 3. Couldn't find contact as well. Ooh, to pitch number 4. Good contact in the glove of the infielder at the mound. The throw to third is not there. Now they're going to try to go to throw to second as the girl at second base didn't tag up. It's not there in time as it's just off. But nonetheless, a crazy play here at the plate. A great catch, though, by the infielder at the mound. And so nonetheless, we'll resume back at the plate here. Pitch number 1, just going to foul that backwards. It's just spun it back. So over to pitch number 2. That one will be hooked just up the third baseman. And I believe that will be out number 3 off the force play at the third base. And so that will do it for the top of the 6th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Back with the Pirates at the bats here, as they try to get their offense going. And so they will get ready for a battle. They need to get some runs going. And so we'll head to the bottom of the sixth, the final inning for both these teams. And leading things off will be number 2, Derek, at the plate here for the Pirates, as he'll look to get things started off successfully here for them, as we'll get the final inning of work for the Pirates at the plates underway here. As we'll await pitch number 1 as the Phillies just trying to get everything sorted out in the field. So apparently the tally is 20-9, so we're going to update that to scoring. This game is so high scoring that sometimes I have a hard time keeping up. So pitch number 1 just fouls it back. That one also swing and a miss, can't get contact. We'll go to pitch number 3. Yeah, just foul that one back as well. We'll go to pitch number 4. This one in there, couldn't find contact. He'll have one more pitch. We'll see if he can find contact. And he couldn't find it through 5, and that will do it for Derek at the plate. He couldn't find contact. And so we'll go back to the top of the order with Noah. And we'll see what Noah can do here at the plate. He'll chop that one right to the second baseman. The throw to first is there in time for the out. Oh, pardon me, he's going to be safe as that one got through the first baseman's glove. So a base hit for Noah. Gets home over to first. And we'll move on. It'll be Carter at the plate now. We'll see what Carter can do as we'll await pitch number 1. This one will be slowly chopped to the third baseman. The scoop and the throw to second is not there in time as it gets free from the second baseman. And so Noah's going to be waved around to go all the way to third. And they'll extend it into a double for Carter, as we'll have 2 runners in scoring positions now for the Pirates. At third and second, up to bat will be Philippe. And we'll see what Philippe can do here with 2 runners in scoring positions. Pitch number 1. Gonna find hard contact right out to center field and through the center fielder's glove. 1 run's gonna come home. Carter's gonna round third and go home as well. And give 2 runs going the Pirates' way. And Philippe gonna go all the way to third. And so 2 RBIs and a triple for Philippe, as the Pirates get to double digits here and make it 11. So a 20-11 game now here in the bottom of the 6th inning with a runner at third. That one's going to be slowly chopped to the infielder at the mound. The scoop and the throw to first is there in time for the out, but the play at home is not there in time, as runner will get there. So the Pirates score another run, make it 3 now in the inning. 20-12 the difference. 8 runs separating the 2. This is Lennox now at the plate. We'll await pitch number 1. Just fouls that one back. He's going to hook that one right up to the second baseman. Pardon me, the shortstop. He's going to bobble that one a little bit, pick it up, and by the time he gets a hold of it, Lennox is already at first. So a single for Lennox gets him over to first base, and we'll move on to the order to Arthur Cook as they look to advance Lennox into a scoring position. See what Arthur can do here, as we're just over an hour into this game now. Can't find contact on pitch number 1, nor pitch number 2. That one will be a fair ball. It'll be a slow one. Scooped up by the mound. Throw to first. Is there a time for the out? as they get it at first base, and I believe that will do it as the Phillies end the game and win it as they book their ticket for the finals tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We'll see them play whoever the winner is on the other diamond. They win it by a handful of 20-12. Both these teams got to keep their heads held high. It was a great game nonetheless. Super high scoring, what you love to see, but we'll see the Phillies tomorrow in the finals facing the winner of whoever it was over on the other diamond. All right, never mind. We're still going to play, I guess. The game's not over. I was doing it like it was already ended. And so, here we go. We're going to continue this game now into the top of the 7th inning. Here in a 20-12 game going the Phillies' way. So, we'll get another inning of work underway here as we'll extend to a top of the 7th inning as they decide they want to play more. So the top of the 7th inning underway in just a few moments' time as this game is just extending and extending and extending. But and so we'll get the top of the 7th inning underway here. I believe this will be the final inning of work. Definitely will be. So it looks to be Anthony to lead things off here for the Phillies. And we'll finally get pitch number 1 underway in the top of the 7th. He'll find contact, but just spit it back into foul territory and start this count off. Well, pardon me, no count. That will be pitch number 1. Pitch number 2, going to be a slow chopper right to the shortstop. The scoop can't get it in the glove, though. It'll be a base hit for the Phillies as they'll get a runner over at first now to beat the throw. So nonetheless, runner at first for the Phillies off the base hit. And we'll move on in the order. Hard hit contact right in between, up the second base line between the shortstop and the second baseman. And the runner able to beat the throw to second base. As it will be runners on first and second as one advances into a scoring position now over at second base. So now that one's going to be a slow chopper, and the runner is going to get the third as that one will load up the bases. As that one just got free from the third baseman. I believe he maybe wasn't paying attention. As that was a good shot. The base is loaded now for the Phillies, trying to do some damage. We'll see what they can make do. This one, pitch number 1, hard contact right up into center field and bounces over top of the center fielder. One run's going to score. Another one's going to round third and go home as well. And so 2 runs will score for the Phillies, make it 22, and get back the lead to the deficit of 10. 22-12 now. The score with runners at third for the Phillies. A base hit away from adding to their tally. Swing and a miss on pitch number 1. We'll go to pitch number 2. Couldn't find contact on that one either. Will find contact, but just foul it back. So pitch number 4. One last pitch here. He's got to be careful. If one more goes through, that would be the out. This one delivered. And he finds contact. Shot right up to the second baseman. He'll take a look around, and by the time he makes the decision, it'll be a little too late. The Phillies score another run as an RBI single comes through for the runner now at first, as it's 23-12 now going the Phillies' way. So they're definitely running up the score here. Pitch number 1 is no good. Runners in the corners at third and first. That one's going to be slow chopper right to the player at the mound, and they'll kick it around a little bit. Can't get a good grip on that ball. It's 24 now as the Phillies score 4 runs already here in this inning. Now with Bryce at the plate, we'll see what Bryce can do. Pitch number 1, gonna find contact, a slow chopper past the player at the mound to the shortstop. The play to second, gets the out, and it'll be an out at second base with runners in the corners now for the Phillies. So runners in the corners now for the Phillies, who are trying to convert on another run. That one's going to be just hooked right to the shortstop. The throw to second is there in time for the out. It'll be out number 2, but I believe that will also be and so I believe that will be 5 runs. Make it 25-12 going the Phillies' way. So that will do it for the top of the 7th inning as they score 5 runs again. The Phillies have been so good on the offensive side of the ball. We'll see the Pirates take to the bats here for our final inning of work. We'll see what type of damage they can do before we finish up here. 13 runs the difference as they take back to the bats, and the Phillies trying to close it out and book their ticket for tomorrow. And so it'll be Derek to lead things off here for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 7th inning, who are down by 13 runs and need to get something going here. We'll see what they can do as we'll await pitch number 1.
Okay, Pirates, let's go.
And so we'll get this inning underway here. This pitch number 1 couldn't make contact. Pitch number 2 couldn't make contact as well. We'll go to pitch number 3 now with Derek at the plate. Couldn't get a swing on that one either. We'll go to pitch number 4. And so I believe he'll have one more attempt here with the 5th and final pitch. We'll see if Derek can make contact.
Good try, bud.
And I believe that will be 5 pitches, so we'll move on in the order as that will be out number 1. Let's go back to the top of the, to Anakin. Now, at the plate, we'll see what Anakin can do. Pitch number 1 can't make contact. We'll move to pitch number 2 with Anakin at the plate. Couldn't make contact with that one as well. Pitch number 3. That was a slow chopper right to the mound. Can he get a grip on it? He can. Fires it off to first. And it's there in time to get the out at first base. So 2 quick outs for the Phillies on the defensive side of the ball. 2 down, 1 to go here as they're trying to end the inning and end the game and book their ticket for tomorrow. We'll see if they can make it happen. We go back to the top of the order with Noah at the plate here. We'll await pitch number 1. This one delivered. Slow chopper backwards for that one. Gonna make contact again. That's a, well, let's say fair. It's just rolling. I believe it's gonna be a foul ball as that one just rolls out of fair territory off the first base line. I believe he's gonna have one. He heard it, so they're gonna stay in it. As that was the 5th pitch. Potential final pitch incoming. He will make contact. Slowly chopped, and it will roll, and he'll get to first in time as he beats the scoop and the play to first. So a base hit for Noah, and we'll move on to the order to Carter with runner at first. This one in there. Take a ball. Good contact right in between the coach's legs of the mound. And that will be a forced play at second base, and the Phillies, I believe, will win it officially here, as we won't be forced to play another inning, I believe. And so that will do it. The Phillies have booked their ticket for the finals bound matchup tomorrow at 10 o'clock. That will be a matchup. We'll see who they're going to play. Nonetheless, the Phillies win this one 25-12 over the Pirates. A phenomenal game by both these teams. They should keep their hands held high. So offensive. I've been Jacob Ewing. We'll see the Phillies tomorrow in the finals matchup. Subscribe and hit that notification bell on the KBA channel, because this is where all the KBA action is. You won't want to miss any of it, I promise. One more time, I'm Jacob Ewing. Phillies win 25-12 over the Pirates. Thank you for watching.